Alright, boys and girls, welcome back. Today is part 2 of the Pizza Port Ale from my friend in San Diego, so thank you very much for that. Pizza Port Brewery, I should say. So let's take a look at what we have here today. Today is the Kook, K-O-O-K, double IPA. So art on the can is kind of standard for them, something really nice, something surfer related. So dude on a surfboard, rocking it out, you know, no big deal with that. What is it? It's a double India Pale Ale, so the completely arbitrary scale of systems that say more than a certain ABV equals a double, I guess, or an imperial. Anyway, this guy is 8.5%, and no IBUs listed anywhere on any of the sites to include their own website, so don't know what it is, but it's an IPA, so it's going to be kind of high. Remember, IBUs are just a mathematical equation of how much hops you put in. It doesn't necessarily mean super high number equals super bitter beer. It just is a number. It's things, science, things like that. Anyway, nothing really else going on with the can, so let's pop this guy into a glass and see what we have. So using the tulip glass today, so very clear straw-colored beer, about 2 fingers creamy white head, some nice lacing on the glass from that, and pretty small bubbles, looking pretty good. Very light doesn't do it real justice here, but it's a straw color. So let's get a little nose on this guy. So not a tremendously strong nose. Definitely getting citrus and some melon and fruit. So this one is predominantly, according to it, Chinook hops is like the big hop, but they also have we also have some Amarillo and some El Dorado in there as well. So a little of that kind of melon flavor, or aroma I should say, and some citrus. Not a lot of resiny, not a lot of piney notes on the nose. Not a tremendously strong nose, so it's not one of those IPAs that punches you in the face with aroma as soon as you sample it. It's kind of a little mellow on the aroma. Anyway, let's dive in, take a taste. Cheers. Okay. So, not tremendously boozy. I mean, it's a high alcohol beer, 8.5, not tremendously boozy. On the second sip, you start getting, you know, the flag, hey, West Coast IPA happening here, West Coast IPA. So definitely some bitterness, some pininess and resin, kind of those, which from the Chinook. And then, yeah, a little bit of the citrus fruit there. Really good balance. It's a very balanced beer. Some malt, but very not malt forward. Very dry. Very dry. Not hardly any residual sweetness in this beer at all. Just a little, little short on the finish, which I'm sort of developing as kind of a Pizza Port thing. It's not a huge strike against it. It's a good beer overall. It's a tasty, well-balanced beer. Just little doesn't linger on the finish too long. Nice balance on the hops though, and it doesn't have that thing with the high alcohol IPAs sometimes have, where you get that just kind of sweet booziness that kind of masks a lot of the other flavors. So it doesn't have that. So I like what I'm tasting on that guy there. No, that's not a whole lot else to say on this one. So a pint can, obviously I have a little bit left over. It's waking up a little bit as it warms up in the glass. Starting to get a little bit more malt notes. But just overall impressions are kind of pine, bitter, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of tropical fruit, and just dry, like a very dry, low residual sweetness beer. So not so bad. I like it. So on Untapped, it's holding right now at about 3.9 with about 30,000 reviews. So kind of as a gauge of how available it is, it's pretty available, at least regionally. So West Coast, you know, California, that area available. What do I rate it? I'm gonna rate this guy as a 7.5 out of 10. I like it. Certainly try it if you see it in your store. It's a cool, catchy can art. Comes in the plastic 6-pack holders, 6-pack of pint cans, so pretty good value for about, I think I spent $12, but I'm hesitant to say price for anything because price for beer and for any kind of liquor, beer, wine, whatever, is so regional and so completely dependent on where you are that I don't want people to say, oh my God, I got ripped off. Maybe I got ripped off. I don't know. But so 7.5 out of 10. Talk about it below if you want. Comment down there. Let me know what you think about this beer, Pizza Port. Anything you want to see, do in the future. Make fun of my hat, whatever you want to do. Also, if you could, there's the button right down there to click that to subscribe to the channel. That helps people find it, and it lets you know when we do another beer review, which we do every week, and it would be much appreciated. Otherwise, I think we're done. So beer nerds of the world unite. Always keep looking for the good stuff.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for even more great beer stuff.